any requests or anything to steer clear from? Just take the wheel, Jess. Okay, I can do that. So, we will start lying down on our backs.
It's better known as the 10 pose.
So, on your backs in a comfortable seated position. Seated, lying down, my bad. Sorry. Here we are Sunday morning. It was a late day yesterday, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so on our backs, lying down in a comfortable laying down position, please. And as you settle in, just let the body relax. Let the body sink into the mat, knowing that the mat is holding your body, the ground beneath you is holding the body, the earth beneath that is holding the body. Letting your breath be natural here. Maybe singling in on a specific spot, either from maybe the point of your nose, maybe just looking there, or maybe closing your eyes if that feels comfortable. And as you're settling in, if you feel comfortable, maybe taking one hand, having it on your chest, taking the other hand, having on your stomach. And we'll do some ocean breathing here. So as we inhale, we're going to fill up the belly, the lungs, the chest, and we're going to hold that breath there for just a moment. And then as we exhale out, we're going to empty out the chest, the lungs, the belly. We'll hold that breath there at the bottom. And then when you're ready, inhaling, filling up the belly, the lungs, the chest. Hold it there for a moment. And then exhale out the chest, the lungs, the belly. Hold that breath there for just a second. And then you can release your hands to the side. Come back to that natural breath for you. Start to point those toes. Get those arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. And our first full body Sunday morning stretch. And then when you're ready, start to bring those arms around. Bring those knees towards the chest and give yourself a hug. Maybe roll side to side. Up and down, being gentle with the body here. And then release the knees. Bring those arms overhead. Point those toes. Find a full body stretch here. Take the left hand. Gently grab the right wrist and start to bring the right side over to the left. Bringing those heels over to the left side, creating a nice crescent shape here. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Swap wrists. So now we're taking that left wrist, left hand over to the right side, bringing those heels over to the right side. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Take a full body stretch here. And then start to bring those knees back in towards the chest. Maybe bring the torso up here, really squeeze and hug that body. And then maybe start to roll up and down, gaining some momentum until you find a seated position on your mat. And any way that the seated position works for you, if you need to build the ground up behind or in front, we'll go ahead and inhale those shoulders up and down the back, creating length in the spine, bringing the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Again, if you'd like to bring the gaze down to the tip of the nose or close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Palms can be down on the knees for some grounding. Or if you need a little bit more energy this morning, maybe palms up towards the heavens. Or just the sides, if that's what you wish. Let's go ahead and inhale the shoulders up, and then exhale them down the back. Inhale the shoulders up, and then exhale down the back. Let's reverse that. So we're going to inhale the shoulder blades up, and then exhale them down the front. And then one more time, maybe squeezing those shoulder blades up, and then exhaling down the back. Maybe shake it out a little bit there. We're going to go ahead and inhale those arms up. Exhale them down. Let's inhale those arms up. And then exhale them down. Let's ground in that right hand and inhale that left arm up, bringing the left over towards the right side. Maybe bringing that gaze up towards those fingertips. And if you'd like a little bit more, maybe starting to open the shoulder up a little bit, bringing it behind you. Go ahead and release that left hand, ground in the left hand. Inhale that right arm up. Bringing the right arm over to the left side. Maybe bringing that gaze up to those fingertips. If you'd like a little bit more, maybe opening the shoulder a little bit. Back down. Inhale, arms up. Let's keep these arms up here for just a moment. Maybe bring the gaze up towards those fingertips. And then let's start to bring our arms parallel, following those fingers. Let's hang out here for a moment. And then when you're ready, we're going to hinge forward. And then start to bring those hands down to the ground. And then let that head fall. Maybe inhaling for a little bit of length here. And then as you exhale, maybe letting those fingers curl out just a little bit further. Head up, walk those hands back. Let's go ahead and take those legs out in front, finding our staff pose. In our staff pose, our toes are up towards the ceiling. We can have a bit of a bend in our knees if we need that. Let's go ahead and inhale the shoulders up and down the back, creating that alignment in the spine one more time. Let's inhale those arms up. Bring those arms parallel. Hinge forward. And then let the hands fall somewhere where they need to, whether it's on the toes, the ankles, the shins, and then let the head fall. Start to bring that forehead up, walk those hands back, scoop that knee up. Let's do some hip rotations here. Still keeping that front heel engaged. It does like to get floppy. And then we'll go ahead, reverse that. And then gently bring it over to the left side. Inhale that left arm up. Hug or take elbow to knee. And then start to bring the gaze behind you or towards the studio, the back side of the studio. Maybe inhaling for a little bit of length. And then as you exhale, bring that twist just a little bit deeper. When you're ready, bring that gaze back forward. Hug that knee in. Smush it down. Dance it out if you need to. Inhale, arms up. Bring those arms parallel. Hinge forward. Find a new place to bring those hands wherever they need to go, and then let the head fall. Again, always an option to keep some bend or keep those knees bent a little bit. Start to inhale that head up, walk that torso back, scoop up that left knee, do some hip circles here, check in on that front heel, make sure it's not gone floppy. Rotate the other way. Then come back to center. Bring that heel over to the other side. Inhale that right arm up. Hug or bring elbow to meet knee. And then find your twist. Either towards the front of the studio or the mirror to right wall behind you. Maybe inhale for a little bit of length. And then as you exhale, twist a little bit deeper if that feels comfortable in your body. Bring that gaze back forward. Hug that knee back in, smush it down. We'll inhale those arms up one more time. Bring arms parallel, hinge, and then find one more place that you haven't found to bring those hands. And then see if your body is warming up. Maybe it lets you fall just a little bit lower, hold a little bit deeper. Start to bring the head up, walk those hands back. Let's bring those heels behind us, finding our tabletop. In our tabletop, our knees are directly below the hips. Our wrists are directly below the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to lift the head, lift the chest up into our first cow. And then we're going to start to dip down, starting to arch that back into our cat. And then let's go and find our cow. And then back to cat. And then just take the next 3 or 4 breaths to play around in your cat-cow. Maybe it's looking over one shoulder, looking over the other. Maybe scraping the barrel. Maybe getting to scaredy cat. Take one more round of breath, and then find some stillness. When you're ready, we're going to ground in that left hand. Inhale, that right arm up for gentle twist here. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to guide that right hand through to thread the needle, bringing the weight down to the shoulder and arm and never the neck. We can take that hand that left hand and have it in front, or we could wrap around. Whatever works for you and your body. Wherever that left hand is, ground it. Inhale, right arm back up. And then release. Maybe dance it out the shoulders if you need to. And then we'll reverse that. So we're going to ground in that right hand. Inhale, that left arm up here. And then we're going to start to guide that left hand through, starting to thread the needle. And then that right arm could wrap around the waist, or it could spider crawl out in front. Wherever that right hand is, go ahead and ground it. And then inhale, that left arm up. And release, hand down. Take those toes, the big toes, bring them together. Open up your knees if you feel the need. And then start to sink those hips back towards those heels. And then walk those hands out. And then find a very gentle child pose. And as we're settling in here into this child's pose for a moment or two, if you haven't set an intention for yourself, maybe right now is the perfect opportunity to do that. Gentle child pose right now. What I would suggest is to give our shoulders a little bit of work, a little bit of help. What we're going to do is we're going to bring our forearms up, get to our octopus fingers, and then let our forehead fall. So we're really feeling it in our shoulder blades right now. Another breath here, and then as you exhale, release those forearms back down. Start to bring the forehead up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start to put some weight in our hands, and then bring our torso through, so that we are on our stomachs, lying down on our stomachs. Our toes are flipped down. And what we're going to do is we're going to have our hands directly below our shoulders, and we're going to do some cobra. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale up to baby cobra, and then exhale down. Let's inhale up to baby cobra again, and then exhale down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to baby cobra, and then exhale down. This time we're going to go up to full cobra if that feels good in your body. So we'll inhale up, and then exhale down. Let's inhale up to full cobra, and then exhale down. And then one more time, inhale to full cobra. We'll hang out here for just a moment if this feels good. But if you'd like a little bit more, maybe take Head over one shoulder. Bring the glance over the other. You could do it again and maybe bring up an ankle. Bring the other ankle. And then come back to center. Release the body back down. Make sure those hands are directly below the shoulders. Start to lift the body back up to the knees. And then we'll flip those toes and bring the rear up into the air, finding our first downward dog. Take a few moments in your downward dog to play, pedal those feet out. Maybe putting weight into one heel and then putting the weight into the other. If at any point you're unsure about your alignment and where your hands and feet should be, find yourself in a plank. Keep your toes exactly where they are, but start to lift the rear up. And then set those heels down. And your hands and feet shouldn't have moved, at least in the position. Take one more moment here in our dog. Bring the gaze up to the top of the mat. Start to walk up. And then when you cannot walk any further, release those heels and find yourself in a fold. You could find ragdoll if you'd like. You could have your arms around your thighs or your calves. Take a moment or two here. Wherever you are, release those hands down towards the ground. Find all four corners of the mat in your feet. And then with strong arms, strong back, inhale, arms up. And then release those hands down. Let's go from heels to toes, rocking up and down. Again, finding those four corners of the mat. Once you feel that all four corners of the mat, or all four corners of your feet are on the mat, you should feel it in your thighs. Your thighs should feel really, really strong right now. Inhale the shoulders up and down the back. Maybe your palms open up in our mountain pose. When you're ready, we're going to inhale those arms up. And then we're going to start to release into a fold. Let's inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Strong arms, strong back. Inhale, arms up. And then release those arms down. Let's inhale those arms up. We're going to keep these arms up here. Maybe we bring the gaze up to those fingertips. And then if you want a little bit more, what we're going to do is we're going to take the gaze and our fingers and hands and arms and start to go over to the right side. And then we're going to start to come back to center. And then come to the left side. Back to center. Bring the gaze back down. Release those hands. Ooh, anybody get seasick there a little bit? Inhale those arms up. Let's exhale down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands into the mat. Step one, step two. Find your plank here. Let's hinge forward. Release the body all the way down. Flip those toes. Find your up dog or cobra. Exhale down and find your way back to dog. At any point, if you want to skip vinyasa, skip it. If you want to do it quicker, do it quicker. If you want to do it slower, do it slower. You know what you want for the Sunday practice. All right, when you're ready, we're going to inhale our right heel up, focusing in on our left heel. Our hips want to be in a line with each other. They want to be parallel with the ground. We don't want that hip to open up. Focus here is on that left leg, on that left heel. Excellent. Go ahead and release that down. Ground in that left heel. Inhale that right heel. Or wait, the opposite arm. You know what I meant. Excellent. Again, we're focused here on grounding in the right heel. Our hips are aligned with each other. They're parallel with the mat here. So we're not opening the hip. Excellent. Go ahead and release. Maybe pedal it out if you need to. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale that right heel up. We're going to swing, step it through, release that left knee down. And then once you feel firmly grounded in that front foot, inhale, arm up, low lunge. If you'd like, maybe swing into that hip a little bit. Release the hands to the hips, and then as you start to bring those hips up, start to straighten up that front knee. Maybe bringing the toes up to the ceiling. If you'd like, then we're going to start to hinge at the hips. Starting to bring the torso down. We could walk the hands down the leg, finding the ground, finding the mat. Inhale for a little bit of length here. And then exhale, fold. If there's any runners in the house on Wednesday mornings, we're going to be doing a bit of this running and then a little bit of this kind of thing. If you're into that. All right, when you're ready, start to bring the head up. Start to bring that foot back down, ground in it firmly, and then inhale, arms up, low lunge again, cartwheel down, step back. You could stay here if you'd like, or come back up to dog, whatever works for you. And then when you're ready, make your way back to dog if you're not already there. Inhale that left heel up. Swinger step to the top of the mat. Release that back knee down. Once that front foot feels firmly grounded, inhale, arms up, low lunge. Maybe start to sink into that hip. Release the hands to the hips if you like. Start to bring the hips back up. Start to straighten out that front knee. Bring those toes up towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, start to hinge forward from the hips. Bringing the hands down the legs. Maybe finding the ground. Work block. Inhale for a little bit of length here. And then exhale, fold. When you're ready to bring the head up, start to bring that foot back down firmly onto the ground. Inhale, arms up. And cartwheel down. Step back. And then you can make your way back to a child's pose for just a moment. Whatever that child's pose looks like for you is absolutely fine. top, flip those toes, make your way back to dog. And then when you're ready, we're gonna inhale that right heel up. Swing your step to the top of the mat. I'm gonna keep my my left knee up, but you are more than welcome to bring that down if that's better for you. Once your front foot is firmly grounded, inhale, arms up, high lunge. So in our high lunge, we don't want to be on a tightrope. I oftentimes find myself on a tightrope there. We still want to have our feet hips width apart. We want to be able to see our toes past that knee. Awesome. Let's go ahead and cartwheel those hands down. Step back. Find your plank. Hinge forward. Lower all the way down. Flip those toes. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale down. Find your way back to dog. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale that left heel up. We'll swing our step to the top of the mat. Again, I'm going to keep my knee up, but you can bring yours down if you'd like. And then inhale, arms up. High lunge. Excellent. Again, we want to be able to see our front toes past that knee. Excellent. Go ahead and cartwheel those hands back down. Step back. Find your plank. Hinge forward. Lower all the way down. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And then find your way back to dog. Always an option to skip vinyasa if you're not feeling it. All right, let's inhale that right heel up. Let's put a bend in that knee, take heel to glute. This time our focus is on opening that hip out. Excellent. Go ahead and straighten. Finding three-legged dog. Swing or step to the top of the mat. We're going to release that back heel so that it is at a 45-degree angle. And then we're going to inhale, arms up. Warrior one. Excellent. So again, in our warrior one, our back foot is at a 45-degree angle. We're still not on a tightrope though. We should still be able to see our front toes. And if you're not sure about your hips, you can always bring the hands down and bring the hips so that they are facing me, aligned with each other. Excellent. All right, when you're ready, let's cartwheel those hands down. Step back. Hang out in your plank for a moment. Hinge forward. Bring yourself to up dog or cobra and make your way back to dog. Let's do that on the other side. So we're going to inhale that left heel up. Put a bend in that knee. Take heel to glute. Again, we are opening our hip here this time. Go ahead and straighten that leg out to three-legged dog. Swing your step to the top of the mat. Release that back heel so that it is at a 45-degree angle. And then when you're ready, inhale, arms up. Warrior one. Excellent. And again, if you're not sure about your hips, if your hips are kind of starting to come back towards the back of the studio, just bring your hands down, and start to bring those hips around so that they're parallel with me or parallel with the brick. And we still have that front knee bent. You can still see our front toes. Excellent. Go ahead and cartwheel down. Step back. Hinge forward. Lower down. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And then make your way back to dog. When you're ready, bring that gaze up to the top of the mat. Step up. Exhale, fold. When you're ready, strong arms, strong back. Inhale, arms up. And then let's bring those arms down to the side. We're gonna ground in our right foot, and we're gonna take our left foot and cross it over. When you're ready, we're gonna release those hands, bring them up. We're gonna hinge from the hips. And then you can release those hands down to a block, to the shins, to the ground. Our front knee, or our left knee, should be bent here. Our focus here is on that back leg. Now, if you'd like a little bit more, we're gonna ground in that left hand and inhale that right arm up, but we're trying a little bit of balance here. Release that right hand. Let your body fall into that fold one more time. And then when you're ready, strong arms, strong back, a little bit of balance. Inhale, arms up. Bring those arms to the side. Uncross. Dance it out if you need to. Good job, guys. Woo! All right. Let's ground in that left foot. Bring that right foot over. Inhale those arms up. And when we feel pretty secure in those feet, start to hinge forward, finding the mat, a block, our pads, whatever it is that we need to do. Again, our focus here is on that back leg, so our left leg this time. Our front knee should be bent. If you want a little bit more, we're going to ground in that right hand and inhale that left arm up. Again, requires a little bit of balance here. Release that left hand back down. Find another fold. And then with strong arms, strong back, strong feet, inhale, arms up. Release those hands. Uncross. Dance it out if you need to. Ground in those four corners. Once more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale for some length here. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Step one, step two, hinge forward, release all the way down, find your up dog or cobra, and then make your way back to dog. When you're ready, we're gonna inhale that right heel up. Put a bend in that knee, take heel to glute, open up, one more time. Straighten up that right leg, find your three-legged dog. Swing your step to the top of the mat. Release that back heel this time so that it is parallel with the back of the mat. And then when you're ready, swing those arms up, finding your warrior two. So in our warrior two, our alignment with the back foot should already be sorted. We should be able to see our front toes past that knee, and our hips should be like they're squashed against the front studio. So if you're unsure about your hips, if they're wanting to come to like the front, take your hands, grab those hips, and then just bring them along so that they're parallel with the foot of the studio. And if that knee wants to come with it, just bring that knee back. Our arms are parallel. Yeah. Let's hinge forward, flip that palm inhale, arm up, reverse warrior. Arm can be wrapped around the waist or down the leg, whatever works good. Let's go ahead and straighten that knee. Bring those arms parallel. Hinge forward until you cannot hinge anymore. And then bring that hand down to the mat, a block, the shin, the ankle, whatever. And then inhale that left arm up so that our shoulders are stacked over top of each other. They're not dumping into each other. Excellent. Wherever that hand is, that lower hand, release, and then with a little bit of a power move, inhale, arms up. Arms are parallel with the ground. One more time. Put a bend back in that knee. And then cartwheel down. Step back. Vinyasa through or skip it. Make your way back to dog. And then when you're ready, inhale that left heel up. Put a bend in that knee, take a heel to glute. Open up. Straighten out that left leg. Three-legged dog. Swing your step to the top of the mat. Release that back heel so that the foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Keeping a bend in that front knee. Inhaling those arms to our warrior two arms. Again, if you're not sure about your hips are facing the back of the studio here, so you can always take the hands down, grab the hips, and kind of bring them back so that they are in line with each other, but facing that back studio. Go ahead and hinge forward, flip that palm, inhale, arm up, reverse warrior. Straighten out that front leg. Bring those arms back to our warrior two arms. Hinge forward until you cannot hinge anymore, and then start to bring that left hand down to the mat, to a block, to the leg. And then inhale that right arm up so that our shoulders are stacked over top of each other. Excellent. Wherever that lower hand is, release it. And with a little bit of a power move, inhale, arms back up to our warrior two arms. Put a bend back in that knee. Cartwheel down. Take one more vinyasa. Do it. Just go for it. And then find a resting pose, please. Whatever that resting pose looks like for you. Letting the body start to slow down here. We're going to make our way to our mat and stay there for the rest of the practice now. Take one more round of breath here. Start to bring the forehead up. Let's walk those hands over to the right side and push from the heels of our palm back so that our hips get a little bit closer to the heels of our foot, really focusing in on this left side. Start to bring the forehead up. Let's walk the hands back over to the left side and do the same thing. So we're going to push from the palm of our heel of our palm, and then the heels of our feet are hopefully going to get a little bit closer to our hips here, or reverse that. You guys know what I mean. Walk those hands back. Ground in the hands. And once more, what we're going to do is we're going to slide the body through so that we are on our stomachs. Let's bring our left hand and left arm parallel with our head, and then bring that right hand on top. And then release the left cheek on top of that right hand. Let's lift the head up, swap hands so that our left hand is on top of our right, and then let our right cheek lay on the left hand. Let's lift up our head. Let our hands fall apart from each other so that our middle fingers are just about touching, and then let our forehead fall on the middle fingers. Maybe feeling this a little bit in the top of your back or maybe in your neck. Go ahead and lift that head up. Bring those hands back to just below the shoulders. Inhale, back up to tabletop, but then let your rear fall onto the ground. If your heels are not already at the top of your mat, go ahead and get them there. Let's pull our shoulders up and down the back. So that creates that alignment in the spine. One more time. Inhale those arms back up. Let's bring those arms parallel. And take about 5 seconds or so to get down to your mat. So when you're ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let the body plop. Don't worry about moving it, just let it be. Moment in this plop. And then start to point those toes. Bring those arms overhead. Find the full body stretch here. Bring those knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Maybe up and down. Release those knees, find another full body stretch here. So to bring in that right knee, hug that right knee in. Take the left hand and guide that right knee over to the left side. And then take your right airplane wing out on the right side. extra moment here in this twist. When you're ready, bring that right knee back in, hug it in, give it a little bit of love. And then release it down, find a full body stretch. Bring that left hand, hug it in. Take that right hand and guide it over to the left side. Opening that left airplane wing out. Bring that knee back in towards the chest. Give it another hug. Take a full body stretch. Start to bring those knees up towards the chest. But this time, maybe bring them closer to the armpits. Start to bring the hands closer to your feet. Finding a happy baby here. Have a play around in your happy baby. Maybe straightening out one knee, straightening the other, maybe straightening out both. Play around for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, release the feet, straighten out the knees, and then very gently, as quick or as slow as you need to, start to bring the legs and heels down. And then start to prepare for your Shavasana. Whatever that looks like for you, loads of space around the walls. You want to have your feet up. Letting your body release itself into the mat. start to come back. This space. To the studio. To the sounds around you. Come back to your breath. Maybe put some movements in the fingers and the toes, starting to waken the body, followed by grander movements with the feet and hands and the arms and the legs. Maybe rolling over to one side, if that's comfortable for you, using your arm as a rest for your head and your neck. And then at your pace, when you're ready, making your way to a seated position on the mat. Let's go ahead and inhale your shoulders up and down the back. Let's bring those hands to heart center. So yesterday, Marysville had its first Pride Festival, which, whatever you think about that, it is what it is. But one thing I want to leave you with is that there was a space that was created yesterday where all of these young people felt safe and secure and beautiful. And I just hope that whatever you're doing today or whatever you're doing this week is that you are in that same kind of space where you feel safe, secure, beautiful, and who you are as well. Thank you very much, guys. Namaste.
Namaste.